Hi everyone. I can't believe this is my last vlog. This student teaching experience flew by. It's been incredible. There have been a lot of highs and lows, but it's been really great. I'm glad that it ended on a high note and that I'm moving on to my portfolio experience on presenting and defending that in a week. So that's really cool. But I learned a lot over this semester. I learned a lot about myself, I think, because I kind of figured out what I wanted in my first year of teaching and what I thought could work for me based on what I saw over this whole year. Thinking back to last semester also, I kind of got the feeling of what I think is valuable, and what things, new things, but a lot of things that just were reaffirmed. Like, I truly believe that there's value in every student. I think every student brings something, whether it's just a laugh to the class or if it's great comments. Every student can bring something, and every student has the potential to grow and to change in some way, whether small or big. I still believe that after my year of student teaching and observing. I also realized I saw firsthand the importance of literacy in the classroom, in social studies, especially because some of my students this semester had really low reading levels, and they struggled with this primary source documents a lot of times and things like that. Reading even the textbook information, they struggled with that. And I saw that not only did they struggle with reading, they struggled with understanding history, and they had to only go on listening because they couldn't process the information through reading it. And I just had never really, I always knew literacy was important, but I had never really understood the great value of it in a classroom until this semester, when I saw how students who have difficulty reading, how that can shut them down to learning because it's very discouraging. And that was just interesting and something that I will carry with me and hopefully be mindful of as I go into my first year of teaching. Hopefully I get a job. I'm still working on that one. But so I guess that's one huge thing I learned. I also learned that I adore middle schoolers. I think they're hilarious. They're so much fun. They teach me so much. They just are so enjoyable to be around, and I just really am glad that I got to reaffirm my connection with that age group and really feel like that's the age group that I'm supposed to be at. Now, I loved my high schoolers last semester, but I don't know, I just have a special place in my heart for seventh graders. They're just a lot of fun. Their outlook on life is so interesting, and they still have these like little kid type of personalities, but they're maturing, and with that maturing comes this more in-depth thought process that you can really just run with as a teacher. That's really just so cool, and I am really excited to hopefully get a job teaching middle school because I love the age group. What else did I just think that Lesson planning is another thing that I learned how to put it into action. I developed that over this semester. I developed an understanding of how to plan a lesson, especially with group activities, because it's easy to create a lesson like those NCSS lessons that we created last semester. That's easy to do, but then putting a lesson that you write up and putting it into practice is a little different than just having it on paper. You know, you have kids that have varying ability levels and varying interests and varying attention um, understanding. So it was interesting to be able to, in groups, you know, see the difference in activities when you group people based on choosing, they can choose where they want to sit based on random selection of groups, based on putting all the gifted kids in groups, or, you know, likability levels in groups. And just seeing the different things that can come out of grouping kids in different ways with different personalities, different backgrounds, and different prior knowledge. It was really interesting to see. What else? I feel like I've just grown a lot in technology. I mean, I'm not afraid of using technology and experimenting with it and learning new ways to incorporate that into my classroom. And that's something that I will definitely take with me into my first year of teaching, because I think there's a lot of technology can really engage students because it's something that they can identify with, and they, you know, understand technology because it's just inherent in them, I feel like, these days. So doing things like the clicker review and, you know, Edmodo, I was a little apprehensive of those last semester. But, you know, getting involved in them and just making them a part of my classroom this semester made me realize that I could do this and I could take this with me. So I'm really proud of that I grew in the technological sense, because a lot of times I feel like I'm not technologically inclined. So that was good. And I'm really excited for the prospect of the coming year and hopefully getting a job and hopefully it being in middle school and just getting in there, setting up a classroom, planning the lessons, and being as creative as I can. I'm really excited to try the things that I saw last semester and I saw this semester, and so I'm just really excited about it.